What's up, math scholars? We're starting our video now. It's 10.6, day 2. We only have 2 more lessons and 2 more homeworks. And today's a Friday, so we'll pre-roll for the homework. So maybe we'll hope for a freebie. So who's excited? It's Friday! 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 Friday. It's Friday.
Sounds like High School Musical when they're like, summer.
I never watched that. Okay. We taped this in our notebook yesterday, so hopefully it's handy because we're going to need it. Today it's all about simplifying expressions. So we're still using the sum and difference formula, but it's going to look slightly different because we're not putting numbers into the formula. We're sticking variables into the formula. So in this case, I would let A be X. I would let B be pi. And then I'm going to need your help determining what formula to use. So there's 6 formulas to choose from. Which one should we choose? Cosine A plus B is correct. So I'll just jot down the formula we'll be utilizing. Cosine A, cosine B, minus, it's a plus, minus sine A, sine B. All right. Everywhere we see an A, we'll put an X in. That's different from yesterday. Everywhere we see a B, we'll put a pi in. Yesterday, we were always just sticking numbers in. So this is a little different. X goes in for A, pi goes in for B. X goes in for A, pi goes in for B. Guess what time it is? Well, nobody guessed. Unit circle time. It's unit circle time. It's unit circle time. No, it's unit circle time, Nick. All right, so everybody go to the unit circle. We can't really look up cosine x, so that's going to leave itself, stay the same. But we can look up what cosine of pi is. It is -1. Perfect. So cosine pi is actually -1. So I'm going to be multiplying by -1 there. And then we can't really look up sine x, but we can look up sine pi, 0. So what do you think will happen right here if this term is getting multiplied by 0? It's going to go away. So that's gone. Right here, just to kind of clean this term up a little bit, I would just write it negative cosine x, but that's about as simplified as it's going to get. Okay, that's it for that problem. All right, our next one has a minus sign in it. I wanted to find one that is a difference formula. So let's select which formula we'll be using. There's 6. There's 3 difference formulas. Which one should we be using? The cosine difference formula. So cosine A, cosine B, plus sine A, sine B. So everybody okay on choosing the formula? Choosing the formula is half your battle because there's 6 to choose from. You got to choose correctly. All right, in this case, my A value is going to be an X, and my B value is going to be a 2 pi. So we can just start sticking some numbers in at this point, or letters. Cosine X, cosine 2 pi. Sine X, sine 2 pi. Question?
What is the 2 pi be?
Guess what time it is?
10:45.
It's unit circle time. It's unit circle time. So you're going to 2 pi, and you're telling me what cosine is. 1. Good. Okay. And then you can't really do the sine x, but you can do sine at 2 pi. Sine at 2 pi is 0. So that's kind of cool. The same exact thing's happening. This term will be gone. So anything times 0 is 0. So our final answer is cosine x. Yeah, this is a great Friday lesson because it's not overwhelmingly hard. Alrighty, we're going to try tangent, so that should be fun. What formula are we going to use? The tan difference formula. So we're going to do tan A minus tan B over 1 plus tan A tan B. So I was just discussing with my class, tangents slightly more difficult than sines and cosines because you can't just look them up on the unit circle. You can look up the coordinate but then you have to take the y value and divide it by the x value. So it's just a refresher on how tangent works. For tangent, you look up the y value and you divide it by the x value. All right, so we're going to let a be x, we're going to let b be pi, we're going to put in those values. So x goes in for a, pi goes in for b. X goes in for a, pi goes in for b. It's unit circle time. It's unit circle time. So this is where it gets harder. We're going to go to pi, right? We need to find tangent of pi. So at pi, you're going to take the y value and divide it by the x value. What's the y value at pi? What's the x value at pi? Is that something you're allowed to do, 0 divided by negative 1? If you don't remember, type it in, 0 divided by negative 1. You're allowed to do it. What Kylie's thinking of is you're not allowed to divide by 0. That's when it's in an illegal position. Right? But you are allowed to do 0 divided by negative 1, and so it's 0. So everywhere you see a tan pi, there's going to be a 0. So there's a 0 there. There's a 0 there. So as far as how this simplifies down, do you know how it simplifies down? It's just going to be tan x. Here's why. The top would just be tan x, the bottom would just be a 1, because this term would be gone. It's just going to be tan x. So yeah. We had a question on how does 1 in the denominator just disappear. It's because anything in the world divided by 1 is just itself. So 1's in the denominator, so are allowed to be invisible. Alright, our last two problems are very simple. They're a little different. They're kind of like using the properties backwards, using the formulas backwards. So basically, it's like you're looking at someone's paper, and you're seeing this on their paper. And you have to kind of be an investigator. You have to think, what formula did they use, a sum or a difference formula, and what was their a value and what was their b value? So look at your little slip of paper you taped in, and kind of compare it to what you're seeing. So I'm seeing a sine, and then a cosine, and then I'm seeing a plus, and then I'm seeing a cosine and a sine. So do you know what formula they used? The sine a plus b formula. Now, what was their a value and what was their b value? 20 and 50. So basically they did a sine of 20 plus 50 formula. So what they were actually trying to do, you're basically trying to figure out what were they trying to do here. They were trying to find the sine of 70. And that's your answer. Okay? Make sense? Alrighty. We were just discussing that tomorrow is the royal wedding, so make sure you get up early to watch that. Hey, we're doing a little investigating here. What formula did they use? A tangent addition formula or a tangent subtraction formula? A tangent subtraction formula. So this is the formula they put into play that you're seeing. We just need to figure out what did they use as their A and what did they use as their B. And B is 54. So basically the math problem they were trying to attempt here was tangent of 68 minus 54. So to simplify that down, it'd be the tangent of 14. Make sense? So we did a great job at getting this video done in 8 minutes and 43 seconds. We're going to pre-roll for the Friday homework and hope you have a great weekend.